everything. There's an 80-20 rule. 80% of what comes out of my mouth is total bullshit. And the 20% is I'll be like, yo, I'm being serious now. Like, then I have to do that part, you know?
This is gonna hurt. It's time for the Suffering Podcast.
Life is a journey and not a destination. That journey is filled with hard work, pain, and suffering. We work so hard because we know that the destination will be an enormous amount of accomplishment and enjoyment. The pitfalls along the journey come from being mired deep inside the hard work, never lifting our heads above the water to take a look around, ignoring the balance that is so necessary in life. When you left the house as a child, our parents told us, have fun. Maybe it's because they know that the vast portion of life is anything but. Every so often, we need to pull our heads out of the sand, take a look around, and enjoy the fruits of our labor. I'm Kevin Donaldson here with Mike Failace, and welcome to the Suffering Podcast. If you're a fan of overcoming adversity and overcoming suffering, then we're for you, because that's what we do here and that's the stories we highlight. So do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, please comment, and now you can join. Don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified of all of our new content, and follow us on all social media so you can find out what we're up to. Tonight's going to be a mess.
Hey, Kev, I don't think tonight's show is about overcoming adversity, though.
No, we're going backwards.
It's just overcoming.
Why, we don't overcome adversity?
Tonight, we bring in our part of the Five-Timers Club, Mike Depalma, and part of the Three-Timers Club, Bob Crudele, to talk about the suffering of fun. We talk about such deep issues in here. This is our last recording for season 3 in studio. We need to have a little bit of fun. But before we do, and I'm not even going to allow you guys to speak yet because we got to give a shout out to our marquee sponsor. That's Toyota of Hackensack. We don't trust anybody as police officers, but we do trust Toyota Hackensack. So if you're looking for a car, go to ToyotaHackensack.com. Now,
Kev, please don't ask them how they're doing.
No. I'm not even. No.
I can't. Like clowns.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Both of these guys are fucking zeros. Why we come on?
Because
we did our own fucking podcast.
It's going to go off the rails so quick. As you can see, I got professional photographs of every single one of you up here. And you all look good.
No, there's one professional photograph up there. The others are ad-libbed.
Me and Mike, we're going to do our own podcast.
All right, you interview me.
We're going to do our own podcast. We're gonna,
podcast this.
How to fuck it all up and come out on top somehow.
So tonight's social media question comes from Manny XOXO. How do you make tough decisions? So we're going to start this one off with Mike Failace because I was instructed not to start with Mike Depalma.
I got it.
So, Mike, what do you think? How do you make tough decisions?
You know, I mean, I've always been a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. I mean, in law enforcement, you have to make those tough decisions. You just really go with gut. You know, there's really no other way of doing it. You're going to be right half the time. You're going to be wrong half the time. And just hopefully nobody's dead after it.
The problem is as when you're younger, you don't trust your gut as much.
Yeah, and the consequences aren't that bad when you're younger either.
Well, that's true. That is true. But as a young police officer, over time you learn to trust your gut.
Yeah,
so
absolutely,
it's good. Bobby, what do you think?
Mike took my answer. What is it, Manny XOXO?
Manny XOXO.
Hugs and kisses to you too, Manny.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, that's what it means. What are you, jerk off? That's a great question. It really is.
You've only been prepped for a half hour now, so come on.
You know what? But I told you what I was thinking about when I was driving up.
I know. Well, I tried
whipped cream was pretty much the
right on the tip.
No jelly. I don't like that shit.
Jelly
or
what? Syrup.
When it comes to important decisions, it's my first premonition. My first thought in my head that comes, what's the right thing to do? Well, usually what would I do or what should I do here? And then you rethink it and you go back, but it's always the first thing you came up with. That usually for me is like, okay, that's the direction I want to go in, especially when they're real tough decisions.
But the thing is, it's different if it comes to your family. Right? If you have to make a tough decision with your family, something that affects your family, you're going to think about it a little bit more. Yeah, if it's a tough decision that just comes to you, it's about you, and you fly by the seat of your pants.
So Mike, I'm going to put you in a scenario. You have a box full of money, and you're going to send it to the parent. I was going to use that
in my answer. Hold on a minute.
The parent coordinator.
I was going to.
That's a tough decision.
Wait. I was going to use that. I was thinking about that. I agree. It's like gut I made good decisions, bad decisions. I made decisions without a filter. Obviously, Mickey Mouse. I guess as you get older, you learn consequences. And some of my decisions as I got older, there was some major consequences.
But you never ran from them, so that's important.
No,
That's the thing about Mike. He never ran from a decision.
I learned from them. It's true. Like you're talking about when it's your own family, or like when as police officers, it's different. You react to somebody's issue or problem. When it comes to your family, it's a totally different.
So you react to their problem.
Right.
It's different reacting to your own problem.
True.
But he makes a great point. He owns everything he does. And you have to.
Yeah, you have
because the good, the bad, the indifferent, you have to own it.
You said that in your episode when you came in here about coaching kids. You said you got to own it.
You got to own everything you do.
So what I do, and I've come across recently some tough decisions in my life. So I do what's called the Ben Franklin close. So you make a list. You make a pros and cons list.
Who is Ben Franklin?
Ben Franklin. He looked, put hair around that guy right there.
Bobby used to own a store in North Arlington.
Ben Franklin, yeah.
Everything was 5 and 10.
A pair of pro kids there.
5 and 10.
So I make this Ben Franklin list, and it's a pros and cons list. So what you'll do is you write down all the things that you like and all the things that are bad about that decision. And inevitably, whatever list is longer is your gut reaction to how you want that to go. So whatever list is longer, that's the decision you go with, because subconsciously what you're doing is you're already trying to talk yourself out of it. And it seems to work most of the time. Just write that list, pros, cons. It's a good metric to do. Gut reaction, I like to go with that. I've gotten better at it over the years. I'm never doing the fucking Mickey Mouse thing. And I'm never putting whipped cream on the tip.
You have me at hello.
But Kev, you in law enforcement, you don't have time for a Ben Franklin list.
No, this is personal decisions. Yeah, you're 100% correct. 100%.
You can't say, you got a full-blown domestic, you say, time out.
Hold on. Let me write this down. Okay. So obviously, guys, we're in here to talk about the suffering of fun, because there's no two more fun people I've ever come across.
That was a great question. You didn't. You messed it up. You have to say it's a great question.
It is a great question, Manny XOXO. Keep sending in your questions. We will try to get them on the air.
Peace, Manny.
Much love.
Much love. We, as I said in the beginning, we talk about such hard subjects, and sometimes our ride home is a little difficult. That's why I wanted to bring you guys in here, because I wanted to celebrate. We're 3 years. December 20th, we'll be doing this show for 3 years. I cannot believe it's been that long. I'm so happy that, listen, this show brought me to you guys. If it wasn't for, brought me to Mike, it brought me to you guys. So I'm very grateful for this show, and I just want to have some fun.
And bringing Mike in brought us a whole gaggle of Hoboken people.
Well, the problem is I've known this guy a long, long time, and between me and him with all the PTS, I'm scared to be next to him, actually. I don't know if I should be here. I might want to leave.
You want to switch seats? Hey, Bob, I went to the academy with him.
It's a room full of
I thought I was fucking nuts, too.
Oh, no, I'm straight.
I got to tell him, I got to go Mike Depalma. This is the best. 2001, we're playing Hoboken in the Dominic Infantis tournament.
I know this story.
And Mike Depalma has on the shortest fucking baseball fucking pants. Like the shorts, the polyester ones from 1972.
It made me run faster.
Bro, and I'm looking, I'm going, he's got a nice ass. Like, I gotta say, he looks good. Great player, great ass. And that's what I took away from that whole thing.
That's called soundbite, when he just said great ass.
I had to take those off. I couldn't use them anymore.
That's why your testosterone's low, because I was squeezing the shit out of your nuts. Started in 01.
Started grounding out to the pitcher like I couldn't believe it. Damn shorts.
Oh, God. Bobby, I need you to do something for me.
Here we go.
I need you to do something. I need you to look at Mike, and I need you to say something nice to Mike.
You're aging well.
You look good in your picture.
Great looking bobblehead.
That's not his body.
Now break his balls.
I don't want to break
He just
his balls.
did. He broke my balls, making fun of my balls with his shorts.
We're over here. I'm alone in the corner. I don't want.
Okay, break this Mike's.
I gotta
break Failace's balls.
I still gotta get my pension. You know what I mean?
He goes like this.
Failace was doing this exercise in the gym. His hands were over his head, and he was like kind of bent at a 90-degree angle. And I was going up to say goodbye, and he's another one. I'm like, God, he's up in his 50s. What a beautiful... His ass was just like right there. And I was thinking of coming behind him, but I thought he dropped the fucking bar. And like, it's funny as shit.
Now, Mike Depalma, say something nice about Mike Failace.
You're beautiful. I don't know. First thing came to my
President.
Oh my God.
Okay, now both of you try to say something nice about Kevin. Your hairline is beautiful.
It's really difficult.
Botox.
No.
Those fucking wrinkles are terrible, bro. Really, you need to take an iron and iron that shit out. Oh, that was bad. I shouldn't say that. This was terrible.
It's a good thing that how far you brought this. I remember being in the basement to now. I mean, it's a huge accomplishment.
We're going to play the one-up game?
I don't know.
You got to be honest now? So we were fucking around.
I've been watching Young Sheldon on Netflix for like the last 3 days.
Some things you don't want to admit, Mike.
And moist or whatever that is.
He wears the tight shorts still, the kid.
What show you're watching now? Moist or whatever you were talking about?
No, Squid Games
Oh,
tonight.
same thing.
Squid Games.
Squid Games.
We should play the Suffering Podcast Squid Games. Us will go out in the woods, all 4 of us. He's going to win.
No problem.
But,
No, I don't know.
No problem.
oh, here we go.
I don't even know what Squid Games
No
are.
problem.
I'll say this about you two. Well, but seriously, this guy's been one of my best friends since we were little kids. And he brought you into my life. It's been nothing but, seriously, a great time. And you've really helped me out with a lot of things. I appreciate that.
Well, as much as we break each other's balls, there is some love behind it. That's the point of that. It's hard. It's much easier to sit there and me to make fun of Mike or Mike to make fun of me than it is to sit there and genuinely try to tell him something nice, because it's just no fun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's no fun.
People don't want to hear that shit.
No, they don't.
But you know what? The breaking balls is a way that we have of showing love for each other.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but you know what? You take 4 other people
We'd be
without our
fighting.
personalities and all, it'll never happen.
Yeah, well,
No, then
You
it's
know what I'm
me.
saying? Like,
Then it's
right.
me.
You know what I mean?
I've been threatened in here before.
It's chemistry. Well, yeah, didn't
Cooney.
Jerry Cooney was going to knock you out over the table.
Clark Fredericks.
Clark Fredericks. And Samantha.
Now
When I
you're
brought
talking
up a
about
Watts
me,
riot
baby.
last week.
He's rough, Fredericks. Clark's
yeah.
about me. He might win in the woods.
Well, yeah. Well,
Depends on what we're doing in the woods, though.
if we could have just had our audience have a little window into what went on before this show.
That's not even your hair.
I know.
That's not his hair.
No,
he
he's
just
got someone else's
that's
hair.
Andrew's hair.
Bro, that's Eddie Munster's fucking hair.
He's got the little. He looks like Gene Simmons.
Bro, I can't believe I look so good on this panel.
How did you do that? That's what I want
You
to know.
couldn't get rid of my crow's feet?
You did
what
all
the
those
fuck?
things like that?
Look at this. Bags under my eyes.
President.
Yo, look at Mike. Mike saying,
We're moving.
My testosterone's terrible. It's
Look
fucking
at this.
terrible.
Like this.
Bobblehead Mike.
All right. Hey.
Hey, Drew, you ready? Jesus Christ. Oh, Andrew's got it.
Yeah, and that's going to have to be played during this show. But I do want to point out how great my hairline is.
I know.
It's not your hairline, dude. It's
I think
somebody
you're right.
else.
It's Eddie. It's the
you
month.
That's a great
you
hairline.
photoshopped
Eddie Munster.
everything there.
Eddie Munster.
That's a great
Eddie
hairline.
Munster, Ross Perot,
It's air plugs, dude. That's
Hey.
air plugs.
Bobblehead.
Derek Jeter, and what do we got here?
Bobblehead.
Poor Mike. Look
My
at
hair
him.
looks good though.
See,
It's really slick back with the gel and everything today.
but it looks like Poltergeist.
Look at the eyes. The eyes. Look at my eyes. They're coming out with the suit, the blue suit.
Yo, the suit. Is that even your body? I don't
No,
think it
it's
is. No, it's your
No, it's
head
not.
on top
No,
of the thing.
it's
We
show-
should do Mike Depalma bobbleheads. We should make them.
Oh, they
Also-
would sell. We wouldn't be able to
sit
keep them.
there.
Mickey Mouse.
I would put him right in the detective bureau and hit his head every day. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, Mike.
A Depalma head with a Mickey Mouse body.
So our next sponsor is going to be funding the Mike Depalma bobblehead night.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that would be awesome.
Oh my God! With that,
I got to tell you, the Mickey Mouse thing did come. It passed through my mind, but it wasn't Mickey Mouse. It was Minnie Mouse this time. I had another one, so I had to really, really make a good decision on that one.
people when I tell
Consequences.
When I tell people that story, they don't believe me until I show them a picture. I'm like, no.
Sometimes I don't even believe myself.
What do you see what's on my cup? That's a picture of the Hindenburg. Did I do a good job? It crashed.
I don't. I honestly, I
The
don't.
back of the cup looks like when you went to one of those hot air balloon celebrations.
So both of you guys are.
Fucking girlfriend. What are you talking about?
Bye-bye.
This episode's going to get aired at all.
Bye-bye, YouTube. It's been a lot of fun. We got 2.5 we got a season and a half out of you. I really appreciate it.
Cropped out with Kevin's head.
Yeah, exactly. You should put this
Well,
on
in my
top
head
of
like
Mike's
this, the
shoulders.
bobblehead.
This is Mike. Look. Hey, what's up? Mike Failace here. No, I'm not a dick. It's a headworm. It's a blimp.
Hey, listen, that's happened to me before when I went to Pascas's wedding.
I can't even write notes during this. This is insane.
No need.
What do you think your description of having fun is? Like, if you had to give your own personal definition, Mike, of having fun, what do you think it would be?
It's these fucking questions, right?
I don't know. What the
Jesus Christ.
Sheldon didn't talk about this. Sheldon.
Yeah.
He never.
Was that you when you were a little kid?
Sheldon.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
My kids watch that, so.
No, I was definitely not me.
No?
No, far from it. Trust
Well,
me.
the only thing I got in common with young Sheldon is I really did like using the teachers' bathrooms because they were always cleaner.
No, I wasn't that. Definitely.
I definitely went in there and dropped the deuce right in the teachers' lounge.
What was the question again? Fill me off.
You understand it was
Let's go
just
to
a
the
second and a
marquee
half ago.
sponsor.
It was a second. What's your definition of having fun? Your own personal definition.
Laughing, something like geared towards this and having a good time.
Well, growing up in Hoboken, which is a rough place, you got to have dick skin, as you like to say.
Dick skin.
Dick skin. Was breaking balls, and you guys are masters at it.
But we did it at work too as cops. I mean, that was we always talk about that. That's like it's mandatory.
Well, what was the as a cop? What was the hardest you ever broke anybody's balls?
Physically?
I don't know.
He said
I don't
broke balls, not drained.
Honestly,
not drained,
sometimes
Bob.
I didn't realize. I'm the type I don't realize I'm doing it. It's just my personality. You know what I mean? Like, was a friend of mine with his teeth and stuff. I didn't realize
Somebody's lines on their forehead.
See, that got to him.
I don't.
It's got to him. I'm sorry.
No,
He's off his game now.
Because every fucking person in my family has these. Every single one of them.
Well, maybe you could be the first that doesn't have it. Get surgery.
I don't really know. I didn't
This
really.
Kevin doesn't.
Slightly. They're airbrushed out.
Nobody really took it. With me, it was just they knew it was my personality. I didn't mean any harm.
Now, I do know with Bobby, though, and I've heard this from people who are in your atmosphere, say when Bobby zeroed in on you, especially during those days when you were a wild and crazy guy, when Bobby zeroed in on you, you had a fucking problem.
You know what? Everything, there's an 80-20 rule. 80% of what comes out of my mouth is total bullshit. The 20% is I'll be like, yo, I'm being serious now. Like, then I have to do that part, But back then, yeah, like if I got in you, if I didn't like you, and there was plenty of people that I worked with that I didn't care for, but I had to, but I would still be there for them 100% when we were out there. I would never X somebody out. But yeah, I would fucking rip them up.
I've been to golf tournaments with Bobby back in the day. You know how you're supposed to be quiet on a golf course. You could hear Bobby